Nici o companie nu există doar pentru ea însăși, lucrează pentru nevoi mai mari, mai intensive, efectuează servicii mai importante, nu pentru ea însăși, ci pentru ceilalți. Însă când dă greș, nu mai poate fi profitabilă și nu va mai exista. Invitația acestei ediții se asigură că regulile sunt respectate, că reputația este protejată și conformitatea operațională menținută. A fost greu pus la încercare mediul de business în ultima perioadă, iar doar cei care în fața unei străzi acoperite de gheață și-au pus patinele au răzbit. Nimic fără ajutor, nimic fără specialiști. Astăzi vom aduce în fața dumneavoastră două personalități, doi oameni care știu să citească cifrele, să le interpreteze și apoi să implementeze strategia corectă. Cunosc legi și oameni. Alexandra Tomei sunt și bine v-am găsit la o nouă ediție Legile Afacerilor, emisiunea oferită de Eden Capital. Fără alte prezentări, le dăm cuvântul domnilor Gabriel SINCU, General Manager TMF România, și Daniel PROYCHEV, Head of South East Europe, TMF Group. Bună ziua, domnilor!
Bună ziua!
Hello, we will talk in English. First of all, thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
I would like to ask our viewers to pay attention for these 30 minutes, and because we will talk about real numbers, we will talk about strategy and about the business environment. First of all, I would like to tell us what TMF Group is, because it is big, it's around the world, and for 25 years is here in Romania.
Yeah. So yes, TMF Group, we're a global organization. We have actually offices in 90 countries, around 130 offices, around 12,000 colleagues work globally for TMF Group. And we really focus on supporting businesses to operate in the different countries in a safe and compliant way. We're mostly doing this in three key areas: accounting and tax, HR and payroll, and then the legal administration for their legal entities. That's very briefly what we do. And we really can see a lot of how businesses are doing, because they are our clients, and that really helps a lot.
You have an overview, a complex overview of the business environment.
Yeah.
Mr. SINCU, the economy industry here in Romania is it's very hard to say, because we are not on a sincere roadmap. There were a lot legislative changes, announcements to be changed. What can you tell us about the business here in Romania? It's in a fragile spot of view.
Yeah, we can say that we are living in times of hope and fear. Yeah, it's complicated. Looking at the bright side of what's happening here, Romania is growing. We see a lot of investments coming in Romania. So we are servicing here in the local entity of TMF about 1,000 clients. Some of them are doing better than the others, but generally the trend is up. Now the question is, what's next? Everybody is looking at the elections, what will come from this, and following this we will see the trend next year. The good thing is that Romania is well positioned here, and the Western Europe and in general Western allies are helping us, and they are investing in Romania. TMF by nature is servicing international companies, so most of our clients are international companies operating here locally, and everyone is hoping for better times. For the time being, as I said, our clients are okay. They are continuing to develop in Romania. They see a lot of opportunities in our country. We see in the energy sector a lot of business to be done. We see a lot of infrastructure projects being now in process.
Giving the context.
Exactly, exactly. So overall, I am positive. We, as TMF in Romania, we grew in the last years. We hope that we will continue to do so, but this is absolutely linked to the way how our clients will be doing, because we are a service provider.
Yeah, right. And Daniel, you said you lead 14 countries.
Yeah.
Romania, Cyprus, Greece, Ukraine, Austria, Russia are just a few of them.
Yeah.
I would like to tell us what are the differences between these countries, and of course, giving the domain that you're involved in, and what are the links more important?
Yeah. Oh, listen, I mean, you named some of the countries. They're grouped with us in one market, Eastern Europe, but they're so diverse countries from size, from development. Some of them fit better to what we call Eastern Europe, developing countries. Some are more mature. I mean, you mentioned Austria, Cyprus, even Greece to some extent. In what is really the common in what we do, a lot of these countries actually came from a very complex environment. We're getting better, but with the legacy that we have, very much tax-driven economy, everything should be done to really be able to report correctly to the tax offices. These things start, some of them start to be now better, more simpler, but also development of even the European Union requires some more compliance from businesses. A big example was actually Romania going through this famous SAFTI reporting, which is a special tax reporting where all transactions by companies needs to be reported. That was a big pain for many businesses, and we see that coming in many countries. I'm from a neighboring Bulgaria, that's coming in 2 years' time. In Hungary as well, some other e-invoicing be reporting to the authority. That really puts a lot of burden for the businesses. We can understand where the direction is, the transparency, having a clean businesses, well reporting everything they're doing, but it actually also discourages some smaller investors or smaller entrepreneurs to get in that. So it's a very diverse countries, diverse markets. There are some similarities, and there are a lot of opportunities, different business opportunities in the area. Gabriel mentioned a lot of the green power, green energy, solar plants are showing up in our area. A lot of logistics centers, big area of investments, real estate still growing a lot. And then yes, a lot of businesses around the automotive industry, and that's also a bit worrisome now. We see that some signs are that does not go in the good direction. But also the whole change to electrical vehicles is also bringing some positives. Battery factories, and that's good to see.
And this leads me to the next question. I would like to talk about this globalization and about the challenges and opportunities.
Yeah, it's
more detailed.
In more details, especially in our industry, because that's what where we are in the. We are helping companies with their function of accounting, payroll. That's the outsourcing we are doing. A lot of companies, big organizations, multinationals, want to actually streamline these processes. They went into direction of putting a lot of this work that is to be done in every country, but they really wanted to consolidate it and put it in shared service centers. Still, they cannot cover everything from a shared service center. They need somebody on the ground to do their local compliance, taxes, payroll to be calculated, to be paid. So it changed for us as well. Before we would do transactional work, now we do more this interesting, I would say, work, the final mile, we call it, of getting really everything that was done in a shared service center. It could be in Eastern Europe, it could be in India, you see a lot of this, but then you need somebody to take that work and complete it till the end. And that's what we see happens in the industry, in the outsourcing, and that comes with opportunities and challenges, and it's all about talent. I mean, we are a service industry, we work with people, and getting the right people in place, motivating them to do the job and stay, that's really what our main challenge is.
A part of your TMF group is the human resource
big
field.
Part.
So you deal well with people.
Yeah.
How the different how different are the people here in Romania, in TMF Romania, and from the people from TMF Group?
I would say that
it's a culture difference.
of course, yeah, we are different people, different countries, different history, but we have a logo in TMF, is one TMF. We try to operate and to look in front of our clients as one company. We are educating our colleagues to work in multinational teams, to link to each other, to somehow serve the client in the best possible way. But again, it is about the local knowledge. You know, when in Rome, do what Romans do, not what Romanians do. Yeah?
Sure.
But of course, because of this, as Daniel mentioned, a lot of multinational companies decided to move some administrative work in some low-cost, let's call them what they are, low-cost jurisdictions. So they will have low-cost labor than doing the work. But then the result of their work is not all the time in line with the local requirements. That's why our involvement is needed to clean up everything and to put the things according to the local specifics. So what we do is to be good communicators with these people, and then be good professionals and be able to report to the Romanian authorities. Because, you know, having someone like TMF behind you and servicing you, it's always a good sign. And we see this, for example, in the cooperation with the tax authorities. In the moment when they call for a tax audit and they hear that we are in charge with this, then they are a bit relaxed already. They know that they will see good quality work there, and we will have a professional.
Exactly. It's a validation.
In terms of people, because you asked about people, it is challenging, and I think it's in this region everywhere. The talents, is this war for talents, that if, I don't know, 30 years ago when I started in the profession, we were fighting to get a job in a multinational. Now the multinational are fighting to get the best people. To get you,
and to get the best people.
We already started programs with universities, also trainings, all kind of things to attract the best talented people and have them with us, because our services requires a lot of quality people at the end of the day.
And let's stay just one more minute at this question. You've said already that you work with some universities. The students want to be a part of TMF Romanian team, or they want to go in another country where TMF is?
We have good opportunities. Of course, as a junior, it will be difficult for you to jump directly to work for a global role in TMF, for example. Those who would like to work for other TMF offices are those who actually studied abroad and will find a job in TMF Netherlands or UK or whatever. But here, yes, they are starting as juniors. We are a very good school, I dare to say, because what they learn is the foundation, is the alphabet of the profession. Then they come to us and start, writing phrases and sentences and so on. They have the opportunity to work for global roles. We have people in our office who are not reporting to me directly, but they are reporting to other colleagues within TMF. So it is, this globalization is also seen in our own company.
In your own company. Well, let's talk about an more important subject. I mean, everything is important, but you are already at your 11th annual report. I would like to talk more about this report, what it is, what it shows us, what it shows to the business environment, more important, and where is Romania. What place occupy Romania in this report?
Yeah.
Daniel,
So just in general, the Global Business Complexity Index is something that we really thought is good to put together. It really measures how countries are performing in that core industry that we are and what we do. Really, it's an accounting and payroll, accounting, payroll, and then some legal requirements for the businesses. We don't go in very specific industry for the respective industries for business, but that's for what we do and how complex it is for companies to operate. And these are very important things, doing your accounting, doing your payroll in a country, how to set up your legal entity is very important. So this is really a study that we do every year, and it's really done with our own colleagues on the ground.
For 79 jurisdictions.
Yes, and of course it's with an external party helping us to put this all together in a consistent way, to validate it and so on and so forth. And really gives a very interesting outcome of it. Just very broadly, from my market, for example, Greece is top #1. Greece is the most complex in our area. It was last year #2, now it's #1. France became a level down. And what is really that in the top 10, many countries from Latin America are also very complex countries.
And can you tell us why?
Well, I mean, it's again, it's all about legislation. That really makes it very difficult. My colleague in Greece is saying our parliament is actually producing legislations every day. And this legislation is impacting changes to businesses. And you need somebody to actually follow up on these changes, implement it right on. That's actually what makes it complex in what we are actually doing.
And what are the risks of these fast changes?
As everywhere, and we know, because in Romania we're experiencing this, remember, between Christmas and New Year, we used to have a lot of changes in the legislation. Yes, unfortunately not so deserved presence. But having a complex jurisdiction means that the businesses will not feel safely to operate there. So Daniel mentioned is Greece, is France and Colombia the most complex, the top 3 most complex jurisdictions in the world, according to our study. In order to operate there, you need a partner to support, or you'll need good people within the team to manage in this complex work. The fact is that these businesses, an international company will be able to hire TMF or another international firm to help with this. But unfortunately, this complexity is also with the local businesses, which some of them are entrepreneurial businesses, will be in the beginning, and they cannot afford to pay good money to have an expensive consultant near you and support. And this means lack of development, means businesses and opportunities which are lost for that particular country, because of course all the time the international companies will go where the business is more easy to be done, where there is transparency and so on. Coming to Romania this year is on the 20th place. Just to mention, as higher you are is not good, is worst. So #1 is worst.
It's not,
most complicated.
it's the worst.
Yes. And Romania is now ranking on the 20th place, and compared to last year, so in 2023 we are on 24, and 2022 on 33. So Romania is becoming more and more complex from this perspective. Why? Because we have, as Daniel mentioned, SAFTI, we have e-invoicing, e-VAT, and all these kind of requirements coming to the businesses, which makes their life complicated and not easy. They should concentrate on their business, not spend time to do this kind of reportings and things which, for the business is not necessarily an added value. We have to do it, we have to comply, but on the other hand, the authorities should consider how the balance should be found, because otherwise we will be losing business. And our colleagues from other countries are advising governments
this was my
Yeah.
next question, because I was curious.
Yeah, there are countries where in Latin America that Daniel mentioned, where TMF was invited based on this study. Okay, guys, what you suggest us
Yeah.
to do? And of course, there were discussions with our experts what areas could be simplified, what could be improved in order to grow in this topic. Because we have to tell everyone that this study is also used by international
Sure.
companies, because TMF is servicing a lot of big companies. I don't know, from top of 1,000 companies, a lot of them are our clients around the world, and they will be reading this and say, okay, why coming in Romania, because it's number 20, and not coming to Slovakia, which is 27, or I don't know, Bulgaria, which is 43.
So Bulgaria stays very good, according our neighbor.
Better than us.
Yes.
Better than us.
Yeah. And in Romania, they are listening to the government, or a part of it. They are taking into consideration for the future to listen of your specialists, to consult with them.
No, but yeah, we hope to open a channel for dialogue with the people relevant to make decisions and make the things better. We have to admit it in an opportunistic way. We can say, okay, as complex the country becomes, is better for us, because we will have more work to do. On the other hand, this is a very short-term view, because okay, you can have more work in 1, 2, 3 years, but afterwards the big investments will leave the country, and then we will remain here and doing what?
And what Romania can do to keep their investors in here, and I don't know, to attract the other investors to invest in Romania.
Again, from my view, and also we'll let Daniel to comment from, because he can see from outside. This is the most important. Let the businesses do what they have to do, not make complex systems. We had these years with the taxes, which were some more or less the same, so no major taxes were changed in the last couple of years, and we see the results. So I would say that is the natural way of settling in the business world. If you will not intervene, if you will not crush the initiative, then they will flourish. They will grow.
And your
As
opinion?
part of the complexity index, we also did some questions in that area. What is really, in these uncertainty times, what is really the success factors? And what came is really, obviously, each country needs to keep the competitive advantage locally through the
Sure.
local partners, local countries that are aside to be the front runner. Workforce availability. I mean, you cannot actually grow a business if you actually cannot have the right people to do the job. Businesses, if they want to come here, they need to get people to hire, and that's really very important. Obviously, a stable regulatory environment. All these constant changes are not good. Businesses are not happy to come and not know what is happening in 3 months' time, and that's really, and also businesses that would really use advantages from the technology. I mean, with all these quick changes, artificial intelligence, this is really a very important success factor. Last but not least, political stability, which in our region is actually not always there. And
we are still waiting for it and hoping that everything will be,
I can
okay.
tell you from a neighboring Bulgaria, we are actually now 4 years, 8 elections, no proper government in place. So that really creates a lot of issues as well.
And still they are at 44 position in your report.
Yes, because there's no government to make changes, you know.
That's the paradox.
That's the paradox. Despite that we don't have a government, the economy was working well. That's actually the big paradox that we have.
And where is the problem?
Yeah, you probably don't need them from time to time, but to
Yeah.
make this.
Yeah. I will add one
Sure,
thing, because
please.
I would like to show to our viewers the bottom part of the top, which is the best actually.
Please.
So yeah, we have on the place 79 and 78 Cayman Island and Curacao. Okay, these are tax havens. We will not comment on them. But then on 77 we have Denmark. On 75 we have New Zealand. 74 the Netherlands, and 73 United Kingdom. These are countries having quite high tax rates. So you can say, oops, why did the people will go there? They will go there, as Daniel mentioned, for stability, for the fact that any change which is done in the legislation and in the processes will be well discussed with the business environment. And then you will feel safe to invest in those countries. You know that your money are safe, and if something will change, then will change after a longer period, and you will have time to
prepare, to
prepare.
rethink your strategy, your
Exactly.
business strategy, and so on.
This is what we are actually pushing to our government since 30 years. So I was involved in starting 23 in the first tax code written in Romania, and this is what we said: keep it simple, keep it stable. Even if the tax is higher, okay, the people will do their calculations and will say it is okay, it is not okay. But the change is which is the most difficult part to handle.
About stability and safety, we talked today. The conclusion is that we need a system more friendly with the businesses, a building that will not, will not be destroyed at the first rain.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for your time. I'm sure that we will meet again after these elections, who knows, and we will talk about stability and safetyness.
Thank you for
having us. Thank you very much.
Doamnelor și domnilor, aceasta a fost ediția din această duminică. O zi cât mai plăcută vă doresc în continuare. La revedere!